Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. So I am back to share a journal with you. And if you had seen my previous video, I have 8 new journals that I have just recently finished, and I've also finished for a while ago, some of them. But I'm only now getting to make videos of them. I am doing it during the daytime, so I hope the lighting is okay. It's really bright outside, and I have my overhead light on. Let me just turn this one on. I don't know if that makes a difference at all, but whatever can help, hopefully it will help. So, I forget what I was saying, but I am having a sale in my Etsy right now for the journals that are currently in there. That way, hopefully I can make some room for the 8 new journals that I will be sharing with you. So in this video, I'm going to show this one. And this one, I was really excited about the cover because this piece right here is actually not attached. So let me show you. This whole thing here is just basically like a closure. See? And I talked a little bit about it in my last video, but this is a vintage piece. I got it from my friend Evelyn. And originally, when I was trying to clean up the stuff that she sent me and kind of fold it away and things like that, I folded it in half, and I thought, you know what, that would be a really cute closure. So originally I was just going to have it like this, but then I thought, you know, let me just kind of add more to it. So I added this vintage doily on, one of the little lacy clusters, and then this just gets tied on. So let me just put that aside. So this cover here is actually made with fabric, and then this like lacy, I don't know, outside fabric on the inside, and then between both of the fabrics there is a piece of felt. So it gives it a little bit, not of stability, but it gives it a little bit more thickness. So, and then this is etched completely. This actually came from a tablecloth. It's completely blank. So you could actually decorate the front however you wanted, or you can leave it blank, you know, because this will always decorate the cover. But you can always put something underneath too if you wanted and still use that. But up to you. So let me go inside. So inside here, I was watching a video, and I can't remember who. Oh no, maybe it was Pam at the Paper Outpost. It might have been one of her videos, or G Kerr. I've been watching a lot of their videos because they do a lot of tutorials, and I was looking for inspiration, so I did watch a lot of them. So I think it was either one of them too that I saw this, but it's basically a little ephemera folder. And when you open it up, there's little notebook paper in here, so you can make some notes too, and then just you can tuck stuff in the side. So I've tucked some just ephemera pieces in there, journaling cards, some vintage playing cards, and then I just decorated the pockets too. And it doesn't have to stay in here. I just put it in the front so you knew it was here. So on the actual front page, I have a little flip up here. It's all just kind of layered with different, we have fabric, same fabric as the front here, some laces. This I think came off a vintage doily. There's a little pocket here, and then this is actually a glassine bag underneath. And I have, this is a divider. I don't know what the divider's for. I have a whole box of them, and I never use them, so I started using them. And I'm thinking it goes into like for index cards maybe. Not 100% positive though. And is that everything in there? You know what? I don't even remember what was in the pocket. Oh yeah, that was it. So this gets tucked back in there. And then there's plenty of room if you want to tuck anything else in. So let me put this to a side. And I am in frame, yes. Okay. All right, so on the back, we have a postcard, and this is of the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. It's not vintage. It's made to look like it is, but it's not. And then here's another pocket with two. There's a Young Players Trivial Pursuit card and a little tag you can journal on, and just a little cluster right there. And I also saw this little side tuck pocket, and oh gosh, I don't remember who I saw that one from too. I'm sorry, I can't remember. However, I think it was from somebody's challenge, and a lot of people were doing it, and so I might have just looked at somebody's YouTube and just got the idea, but it might have come from somebody else's challenge, but I'm not 100% sure. We have some vintage book pages. Did a little fabric ruffle. Look at this paper. Some of this paper, like this paper, actually, and this paper, was also gifted to me. And I just love that. Love, love, love. And on the back, I did some stamping. It's very light, so I don't know if you can see that. And there's some stamping over here. And then I just tucked a little, fun little things in the pocket there. Everything gets tucked back down there. And did a little layering of different laces. Oh, no, actually, there's just one lace. And then this little flower thing. Plenty of room for journaling in this one. Some of them don't have a lot of room for journaling. Some of them do. Here I've made a little journaling card here. And a vintage playing card that gets tucked behind. And then in the pocket, this is a little, like another little bag. There's this little, kind of like a little pad of paper. But I like it when the lace kind of sticks over the top of the pocket. So I thought that was really fun. And there's the back of that page. Love it. A vintage book page. This is the little flip down. And then inside, this one, it's kind of like a journaling card. Not vintage though. It's 2010. I just love the graphic, how it makes it looks kind of retro. Oh, and I did some stamping here. And what does the stamp say? It says, "The soul shall always stand ajar, ready to welcome the ecstatic experience." Yeah. So I was trying out a lot of the stamps that I got and a lot of the inks. So in some of these journals, there's some stamping. Here's just a little, it's like a little booklet of pages that you can write on. Some more blank pages here. Look at that. Isn't that paper just gorgeous? Another pocket there. And inside, oh, I did stamping here. I did this stamp. And I love those little, I think they're like little field mice or something. So cute. But you can write on the back of that. Young player's card. And then another one of those little writing pads with the lace tops. Here's the middle of the signature. And I made a pocket, and these are vintage tally cards, and look at this one actually has some writing in it. And this one I believe is blank. And some more little pieces. And another little pocket with some random writing spaces. Here's a little fold out for some extra journaling. And I just did like a little cluster piece there. And then there's these two pieces to write on or use as, because there's so many nice pages to journal, if you don't want to journal as much and you need more tuck spots, you can always glue down any of this ephemera, you know, on two sides and then use it as a tuck spot. So I always like to say that because sometimes if people aren't aware of really, you know, how to use a junk journal, not that there's any rules because you can do whatever you want with it. I always like to suggest blank pages if you're not so much into journaling and you want more pockets and stuff, definitely use any of the ephemera that comes with the journals and make your own tuck spots and pockets. Oh, I did another one of the stamps here, the same stamp that I showed over a couple pages ago. "The soul should always stand ajar, ready to welcome the ecstatic experience." Ecstatic. I think I'm saying that word right. Ecstatic. Yeah. So this is a little flip down here. And then I've made a little journaling booklet. Some pages, I guess, fold out further. It's funny, for some of the journals that I made, like, you know, a few weeks ago, up to a month ago, sometimes I don't remember everything that I've put inside. So Sometimes when I do the videos, it's like a little adventure and trying to remember exactly what I did and how I did it and why I did it. So that's always fun. Here's one of those flip outs. This opens to a full-size sheet. This is one of Terry Wood's pockets. And then I put in the back so you know that it's open. I did some stamping on the background and then tuck that in there. And then we have another little pocket here, again with this folds out so you can journal there. And then just some other fun stuff inside. And I've also noticed too, I use a lot of vintage playing cards in my journals. And sorry, had to take a sip. I'm wondering sometimes if people don't know exactly what to do with vintage playing cards. My advice would be you can do whatever you want with them. I actually collect vintage playing cards, not decks and decks. I have decks and decks, and a lot of that I use back in my junk journals. But for ones that I really like the pattern on the outside, I actually have a little binder that I put them in. So you can definitely take them out, collect them. But like I say, with all the ephemera, you can make your own tuck spots too. Or you could also gesso the back and use it as a journaling card. Or you can, I don't know, do whatever you want. But I'm realizing that I always put playing cards in my journal, and I wonder what people think when they see it. Like, what do I do with it? So, I don't know. Those are just some suggestions. Here I've made a tiny little book. I have the Tim Holtz people, not the people, but that's from Tim Holtz. I think it was actually on a paper pad. I think like a 6x6 or 8x8 paper pad that I had, and it was a whole page of just these, you know, like these little pictures, and I cut them all up so that way I can use them in the journals. And then here, another little postcard, which makes it look vintage, but it actually is not vintage. And you know what? I wish they would say where this is from, because honestly, this looks like it's right down the street from my house. And there's a tire place now, and like right here, there's the gas station. Huh. That'd be interesting. I don't know. But yeah, it's a vintage picture to make it look vintage, but it's actually not a vintage postcard. But that's kind of neat. I didn't even notice that before. And then here we have another little spot for journaling, and you can do, you know, whatever you want with these. And it gets tucked back in there. And then this is just an ephemera piece. And again, you do whatever you want with it. You can write on the back of it, tuck it in. You can use it here, anywhere. And then there's the back. So that is the journal. And this one, I think I called it the Lovely Lace Journal in my shop. I tried to give them like names, sort of, but they don't always correspond, because the journals I've been making lately, because I'm not using digital kits right now, they're all very eclectic journals, all of them. And I'm using everything that I have in my stash. So when I name the journals, I'm just basically going off what the cover looks like to me. So that way I can also differentiate them. So, so I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of this journal. I have more videos coming up. And if you are interested in this journal, I will leave the link to it below in the description box. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!